Hello, my name is Andrew, you can call me Cookies, and I think it's about time that we get ready for patch 9.1. As a side note, I'm not a theory crafter, and all the information here is brought from my own educated understanding of sources such as class discords and popular opinions from exceptional players. First up, Holy Paladins, not much changing, even with the damage nerf. Both Venthyr and Kyrian will remain dominant in Raid and Mythic Plus. The only new thing to really look out for is the new Covenant-specific legendary for Venthyr. It has some really good potential, but we'll need to kind of wait and see how it ends up playing out. I'm not sure about it in Mythic Plus. We'll see. It's more leaning towards being a good legendary for Raid, but again, who knows? For Kyrian, Shock Barrier is still looking to continue to be overwhelmingly popular and more powerful than any other option available. So, next up we have Resto Shaman. Similarly, our Covenant and Legendary choices are pretty much looking to remain the same as 9.0. The only real exception here is that there is some serious potential for Kyrian Resto Shaman depending on the new Covenant-specific legendary. Right now it's really powerful, but it is very susceptible to changes and tuning, and as soon as that change or tune happens, it will probably not be an option anymore. So if you haven't swapped Covenants yet, do not do it. And even if you're on the fence about swapping or something because you hear that Kyrians might be OP, I would honestly just wait to see how the new testing goes once we actually get into the raid and actually get into Mythic Plus. It won't be too late at that point to switch. You can always just switch, you know, as your group allows when you're re-clearing or something like that, or just, you know, a few weeks into the patch. You're not going to fall miserably behind if you do that, so don't worry too much about it. Just take your time and, you know, really think about it if you're going to end up swapping anyways. So for Priest, let's go ahead and talk about Discipline first, because it's the one I've been getting the most amount of questions about in Discord and on stream. Not much is going to change, honestly. Venthyr's still a solid choice, and even with the nerfs to Spirit Shell, all that's going to happen is we're just going to shift towards using Evangelism rather than Spirit Shell, and then Spirit Shell will still be niche for some fights, probably. And this will all be while we use the Clarity of Mind legendary. Extended duration on our ramp is still extremely valuable, even without Spirit Shell. And then the one thing to keep in mind with all this is that Kyrian has the potential to swing ahead of Venthyr, so keep an eye out on it. If you're already Kyrian, you might be in a good spot in 9.1. We'll have to kind of wait and see how the new Covenant-specific legendary for Kyrian turns out to be, because it's looking pretty good, because it essentially lowers the Kyrian ability to 2 minutes instead of 3, and that can be really useful in Raid and M+, so we'll see how it turns out. And then lastly, we have Holy Priest, Resto Druid, and Mistweaver. I'm kind of condensing all these together because they are all looking to remain how they already are in the current game of 9.0. As far as Covenant and Legendary choices go, there are new balance changes, and the healing numbers of these classes and utility of these classes should be improving in both Raid and Mythic Plus. So you should see, you know, a substantial increase to like their value in a Raid. Depending, like Mistweaver has the new Insane Revival buff, which is, it does a lot more healing. You have Holy Priest have like really cool niche utility coming in 9.1, and that's pretty much everything. We covered it all, so this just I wanted this to be just a quick recap on what to expect in 9.1 and what to kind of, you know, if you just need a quick like recap or catch up into the new patch. So if you found this video helpful, share it with a friend, and make sure to join the community Discord where you can ask questions and keep up to date as we dive into 9.1. The links are in the description below. Thanks so much. Have a good day.